Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Off the Muda Scale Wrestling Podcast.
It's your typical three, Brian, Miguel, and Austin.
Yes. We are covering today WWE Raw on Monday, December 28th.
28.
El what?
I said 28.
That reminds me of something.
What does it remind you of?
28.
The
Is that a radio isn't a radio station around here?
Dos, 22, 22, 22.
That's the only one I
lawyer?
can think of. But like a radio station? No, I know like 100.3 the sound and 87.1. No, 88.1. That's the jazz station.
Ah, shit.
All right, enough. Wrestling.
What?
Wrestling.
Is this a wrestling podcast?
Wrestling. Yes,
I didn't know
wrestling.
that. You promised me Spanish influence and Latin culture.
Hey, if you want to start watching AAA, you're welcome to do the AAA review, and I will pretend to know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. But we have to do it in Spanish.
Oh, fuck.
I will also pretend to know what you're talking about.
I'm going to have to like catch up on getting better at Spanish then. Shit, like,
But yeah, Raw, December 28th. They start out with just a picture of John Huber, a.k.a. Brody Lee, a.k.a. Luke Harper. WWE got a lot of shit for this because all they did was put up a picture.
I mean, yes and no. Like, I know some people were like, I know there was the fan base that was kind of mad about it, but there's the other fan base that was like, hey, man, at least they did something for him, so it's kind of nice they did it. And, like, throughout the entire night, like, even on SmackDown, they had people that were dedicating small things to him here or there, so, I mean, it is what it is. Like, even Tony said, like, a nice line about stuff like, hey, it's not about ratings, like, kind of this week. This is, like, just to remember, like, a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on that side, too. Like what you were talking about, how, like, at least they did something.
Yeah.
As opposed to doing nothing.
I think they should have done a little bit more.
Because,
I mean, Pat Patterson got the 10-bell salute, which I understand it's Pat Patterson. He's a big deal.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard from wrestlers and referees and everyone, Brody Lee was a beloved guy backstage.
I was going to say, so do they only do the 10-bell salute for, like, super long people that have been there?
It seems like they do it for random people.
Yeah, because I know Eddie got one, right?
Eddie, I mean, most likely. I mean, that was, this was
but either way, like, he wasn't there, like, a ridiculous long time compared to, like, Pat Patterson, of course.
But even still, Brody Lee, Luke Harper, he was there, he had left essentially this year, and he was active up until, probably
hey, man, you mean
December.
Last year?
No.
We finally hit that threshold.
Okay, whatever. He was there, as of December of 19, still an active competitor, and he was with WWE in NXT and stuff for probably 6-7 years. That's a good amount of time, and he was with the Wyatt family in a lot of their big things. So it's not like he wasn't a well-known figure.
Yeah.
I just think, do a 10-bell salute, do something, do some kind of tribute, whatever. That's all they did was a picture.
But
and
like
to me,
they did, like, even after the tribute went down, like, the first thing that kicked off was the show was like, oh, it's Monday, you know what that means.
Yeah.
So they clearly were dedicating stuff to him, just like it wasn't as obvious as Dynamite was, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It felt a little like minimum effort. But anyway, after that, we start out with Drew McIntyre doing an in-ring promo.
Yeah, this whole promo was like, hey, man, I'm the one. Everyone got behind me. And he's Highlander, man.
There can be only one.
He does have a sword.
Man, that clip's got a lot of bass to it.
Yeah, it
Hurt
does.
my ears.
But yeah, he has a sword. He could start chopping heads off, and if we see light explode from people, maybe he was the one. Maybe they're all Highlanders.
Ooh, I'd watch that.
So I do like how Drew's kind of justifying how bad of a piece of shit Sheamus is as a friend.
It's fine.
It's like, nah, man. See, like, Sheamus kept his word. He didn't do anything during the match. Oh, look at him. He's such a, like...
He had to wait till after the match to be an ass
he's only a dick afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. That was... I hate it. I'm like, Drew, you're a dick. You let your friend Keith Lee get kicked in the face, and you didn't do shit about it.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
I guess.
Are they even friends? Like...
Who? Drew and
Yeah,
Keith?
Drew and Keith?
Yeah. I mean, they say it all the time, so they have to be friends, right?
So they say it all the time for the past 2 weeks?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah.
That's how you form friendships, right?
I got it, yeah.
Don't you remember the first 2 weeks we met? Like, I was going around telling everyone you were my friend.
Oh,
cool.
yeah, totally, of course, Just like how Drew and Sheamus have been friends for a long ass time now.
Well, I mean,
he's had 15 years, didn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know.
Apparently.
Hey,
Is
man,
that
me and Austin
real?
have been friends for that long, right?
More.
Middle school? How long?
Yeah,
was middle school?
2001.
Shit.
Almost 20 years.
Damn.
Yeah, something like that.
No, yeah, it would have been 20 years because we started middle school in 2000 in like
Did we? Fuck.
September of 2000.
And I don't fucking remember, man.
Yeah. So over 20 years.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, what a fucking
We're better friends than Drew and fucking Sheamus. Fuck those guys.
That's true.
Damn,
That's true.
It's like
started middle
if
school in
Austin like
2008.
kicks the shit out of like Brian, I'm gonna like hit him in the dick once, and they go, "All right, cool, now you guys fight it out." I'll be like, walk away. Like I'm gonna give him the Roman special. Like
The Roman special? The Tron special?
yeah, and a banana cognac.
Yes.
But yeah, afterwards, Sheamus does come out for a little bit, and then
And
Keith
then
kind of
Keith Lee
comes down.
shows up.
Yay!
And then he's still mad.
Well, of
They're
course
mad
he
at
is. He
each
got
other.
kicked in the face. Wouldn't you be mad?
Forgive and forget. It was an accident.
You should have ran him off
It was
the
an
road.
accident.
No, I definitely didn't.
What? my boot magically levitated.
Yeah.
It was the Celtic magic.
Yeah.
Hey, but Sheamus finally gave us a reason why he did it, though.
I mean,
He did it because Keith kept telling people that Sheamus would betray Drew.
well,
That's what he said. That's it.
Isn't that kind of like I don't even know what to call it.
It's
like
gonna
a
happen.
self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing?
yeah.
Like, didn't he betray Drew by kicking Keith?
I don't know about that.
No, he kept his word.
That's what it feels like. Because Drew's like, oh, like you gave me your word, blah blah blah. Yeah, he betrayed Drew.
I guess
by kicking Keith.
Drew did tell Keith Lee, "Oh, Sheamus is cool. It's fine." And then Sheamus kicks him in the face.
Yeah, but even on this episode, that Drew was like, "Hey, you gave me your word," blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And Sheamus goes and breaks that word. He turned his back on him.
I
Well,
don't know.
no, he kept his word. He wasn't going to do anything during the match. And then as soon as the match is over, that's when they fought. So he kept his
Semantics.
word if you want to be like that kind of a dick.
Semantics. Get
Yeah,
out
I agree.
Here. Sheamus is terrible. Terrible. He's a terrible friend.
Like what Keith should have done. He should have done what Otto did to fucking Hans Moleman and run him off the road when they were
Yeah.
going to this fucking episode of Raw.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Hey man, there's a gremlin on the side of the bus,
Yeah.
Brian.
Whoa! Yeah, I didn't get him. It's just Hans in an actual gremlin car. So dumb. Yeah. So Sheamus kills Keith Lee again.
Well, yeah, he hits him with 2 kicks in the face.
Yeah. You got to get him.
Then we go to commercials, and when we come back, Keith is still like wobbly because it's going to be Keith versus Sheamus, and whoever wins fights Drew the next week
Yes.
for the
Yeah,
championship.
Yes.
And Drew's on commentary, and the entire commentary, I still wrote that like, oh man, Drew's a piece of shit. Where he's saying, Sheamus is a good guy, man. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
Well, he's just I don't know if he's a piece of shit. He's more ignorant, to Sheamus's
Yeah.
evilness. I don't know.
So one thing I want to say, I'm glad that we had a promo at the start. I mean, I'm not glad we had a promo at the start, first of all, but I'm glad that the promo at the start developed a match, and that match happened right away.
yeah.
Okay, we didn't
hold
get a
on.
weird thing.
I actually kept track
Yeah.
of the amount of time that passed before we got to
A match.
like not just the bell,
Yeah.
but like them actually
Yeah, how long?
fighting
Doing something.
was 12 minutes 11 seconds.
Okay,
if I
that's
remember
not,
that right.
that's not too bad.
Yeah, is that? Oh, but that's also like taking into consideration that they did the Brody tribute thing really quick, and then the quick promo.
Yeah,
right?
that's the whole
also
show.
in it?
The
Okay.
whole show.
Okay, that's not as bad as it. We've had 20-minute promos with Roman
Wait,
Reigns.
did you do the same
before.
thing for SmackDown?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god, I can't. Exactly as I was saying.
Yeah, I know. I don't know the exact number, but I know the minute mark. at
So I've
least.
been
Oh,
complaining
man.
a lot about having promos at the start of the show, and then we watched the WWF Raw from January 4th of '99,
Oh man,
and it starts with a promo, but that promo then was so much better than any promo we've had in the last couple years because of the people involved.
that was the HBK stuff.
It was HBK with
Yeah,
DX. He brought DX back, and it was the corporation with Kane, and it was so much more fun. And I was invested in some of it's nostalgia, but I was invested because of what was going on, because Vince was getting his comeuppance, and this was just Drew talking about nothing and friends, and then it was stupid. If you're gonna do a promo at the start, have it be fun.
Yeah,
I'm tired of Drew or Roman coming out and just talking about nothing or themselves for 15-20 minutes.
well,
I
what if it's
fucking
Kevin
hate it.
Owens talking about like fighting Roman?
It's still stupid. I want something more dynamic, and maybe it's that the crowd isn't there to hype everything up. That could be a big
But
deal
even then,
about
what
it.
are you gonna hype?
I think it'll be
so
different.
even for this promo, what would they hype? Hey, you guys were behind me. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It just
here comes Sheamus.
it seems more. I don't know. It seems more exciting. Maybe it's the different characters that are around these days.
I guess.
I don't know. It's just weird. Keith Lee ends up winning.
Hey man, there was a really impressive part from this match where what is it? Sheamus kind of holds Keith behind his back to do a stupid like Celtic slam that he calls it.
Yeah.
And he holds him there. I'm like, okay, that's pretty impressive considering like
Keith Lee's like 300 plus pounds.
yeah, exactly. To hold him like that and to do a slam and like not kill Keith or just immediately drop him on his head.
Yeah.
Good job, Sheamus. Keep working out. Like I know he does like on his YouTube, he like does workouts with several other like WWE guys and gals. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Going back to like what I've said and then you've said before even I said it, it was like just going through the motions kind of for Sheamus.
Yes.
Like, okay, we got the 10 beats.
Absolutely.
I noticed immediately and then tried to
white noise,
Yeah.
10 beats.
Yeah.
We get a brogue attempt.
Yep.
You know, a lot of the stuff I know he's wrestled through various injuries and pain and stuff, and that could be the case still.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been with WWE for I think 10 years now. And he's basically had the same character.
Wait,
the
has
same
he had
moves.
any like major injuries?
Yes.
Oh,
He
shit.
certainly has.
Okay.
Yeah, he has for sure been injured at one point. There was a point where he thought he wasn't going to come back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was a couple years ago where he wasn't sure if he was going to come back, and then he did.
Yeah, but
Which,
like,
you know, that's
I'm
great that he's
assuming,
able
like,
to.
You think that's maybe why he's kind of like just
It
going through
certainly
the
could
routine?
be.
He's like, hey, you know what? I got injured.
Yeah.
I still want to wrestle, but I can't do as much as I can
mean,
before. Maybe
At least he is in the main event picture.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
he almost always has been. Versus you look at Dolph Ziggler, who at one point was in the main event picture, and now he's not. He hasn't been in a long time. You know, you look at Daniel Bryan, who was in the main event picture, and now he's not. All these guys that were main event players, and now they're not. I mean, hell, The Miz. The Miz beat John Cena at WrestleMania for the title. That's fucking insane. And look at him now. He is probably never going to get another WWE title shot for the rest of his career.
Yeah, but there's
he has the belt. Oh, whoa, that's he has the stupid.
I mean,
was
like,
garbage.
I don't mean the Money in the Bank thing. I mean a legitimate.
like
build.
a main event like storyline where he's
Yes,
like the guy.
I
Okay.
just don't think that they're going to do that with the Miz ever again.
Well, not while Vince is around.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'd say that like a lot of the wrestlers have their own circumstances
For
too.
sure, yeah.
Because we've brought it before that like Daniel Bryan has his own stuff going on too.
Yeah, and I know he definitely has stepped back a bit and wants to
Yeah.
be more of a dad and that stuff and not focus on it.
Yeah, so like with the thing with Sheamus, like maybe he just doesn't have those circumstances going
Perhaps
on,
it could be.
and maybe the injuries holding him back. Yeah,
I mean,
like
yeah,
you guys were saying.
I don't know what his family, you know, if he's married and has kids or whatever. I have no
Yeah,
idea,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
I know Daniel Bryan
28
obviously has a
kids.
TV show about it, so that's a little different. But yeah,
Jesus
so
Christ.
Keith Lee wins.
He's gonna have his own show where all the kids work for each other, man. It's cool.
Keith Lee wins. He's going to be wrestling Drew next week for the title at the Legends show.
I will say that's actually an exciting match, though.
Very well could be.
So I'm like, okay, I'm
It
actually
very
looking
well could
forward
be.
to that match.
I'm
As long as they
only-
don't as long as they don't pull a bullshit WWE ending where like either Drew gets like eliminated somehow or DQ'd or something
Of
happens.
course they're going to do that.
And that's gonna like it's gonna ruin it.
They're
Like,
going to have a dusty finish. Of course they are.
God damn
Because
it.
Sheamus is going to show up, and this is when Sheamus is going to betray Drew. I'm calling it now. Sheamus is gonna kick Drew or something.
wait,
not
is
on
it on
accident.
purpose or is it one of those things where he means to kick Keith
No,
and
no,
he
no.
misses and he
I
hits
think
Drew?
he's gonna do it on purpose. But then the ref's gonna see it or whatever, and then you know Drew's gonna lose, but like not really. I
the
think
ref's
that's what's
take
gonna
them
happen.
all out.
Oh, it's gonna be like
great match.
a
Did you bring the belt?
no.
You son of a
Oh,
bitch!
you bastard! I even told you.
I told you when you got the belt, I was gonna forget it every time.
I'm gonna have to go to your house and get it.
We're gonna go
Yeah.
after this.
I want my
Immediately
belt.
after this episode, we're going.
But yeah, so yeah, but Keith Lee. I mean, yeah, as Miguel was saying, this could be the Lee versus Drew match could be cool.
Yeah, but it's
I'm-
not a
I- you know.
pay-per-view thing, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like, is he really gonna lose the belt before
Yeah.
the Rumble?
I doubt it. I don't know. I mean, again, I've said that I think if Drew does lose the belt to somehow, he will win the Rumble again, because I think they want a better WrestleMania than they got.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't
They-
think they're
you
gonna have a big title like change like that before Mania.
Dude,
But who knows? It's
knows?
WWE.
But yeah, after that we go to backstage with Elias and his buddy. I don't.
Racist Riker.
Is it Riker? Is that
Yeah,
his
that's
name?
Riker.
Yeah, Riker.
Okay. I just why is he
Double
I don't
R.
know, why is he still here? Whatever. But yeah, it's just
Yeah,
a
racist
normal
Riker.
thing.
Oh, double R.
Yeah, double
There's
R.
already a double R. Rick. What's his Rude?
Rick
Robert
Rude.
Roode?
Is it Rick Rude?
I mean,
or
there's Robert Roode.
Yeah, Robert Roode.
But
not
he doesn't
Rick
go
Rude.
by double R. He's not like Arn Anderson, double A.
I didn't even know Arn did that.
Yeah, double A Arn Anderson. Yeah,
It's like a battery.
or Jeff Jarrett.
Oh god. At least he had a whole thing with his name, so like, yeah.
Yeah.
I want them to do that now with double R.
No.
R
Racist
to the A,
striker?
S.
No,
Yeah,
okay.
right.
But yeah, it's just, their normal thing of he's playing guitar and
There's a
Riker's
knock on
there.
the door,
There's a knock on the
and then
door.
that's it. And then we
Yeah.
go to the ring. Oh no, wait, we go to another backstage
Yes,
segment
with Miz and
where-
Morrison.
where they're mad.
Yes.
They're chilling on like some steps or something. Yeah, they're brooding or something.
Well, yeah, because like he still wants his like Money in the Bank
Yeah,
contract.
he didn't cash it in. He still wants it.
Okay, so if this is the case,
Yeah.
does Brock Lesnar get his because Paul Heyman has cashed it in for?
No, because Brock Lesnar doesn't fucking care.
But,
What I think needs to happen is Otis needs to get it back because he was the original champion and he never cashed it in. And his, thing was taken away from him in a kangaroo court.
They're never gonna do that. Otis is like bottom tier now. He's going down the ladder.
I guess.
They don't care about Otis
guess.
anymore. Oh yeah, and there's also that stupid segment with the super Mexicans in the back,
Yeah.
telling you how Mexican they are by like
Super Mexican.
by saying stuff in Spanish occasionally.
Lince Dorado and the
And-
Gran Metalik.
That was
Yeah.
about it. That's all I really
Yeah.
got from that whole promo.
Yeah.
Hey, remember us? We're Mexican. Spanish, and then back to English. I'm like, oh,
But yeah,
cool.
then that leads into a match, which I don't know. I think this was just a weird match they put.
yeah,
Miz versus Gran Metalik.
Yeah, and oddly enough,
Gran Metalik wins.
he wins.
was
Yeah.
weird. Like I definitely was not. I mean, I think you called it or someone called it that it was going to be a squash match.
I thought it was gonna be a
Okay,
squash match.
yeah.
He's like, oh, okay, well, Miz is just gonna go in there. He's gonna kill Gran Metalik, and then
That's it.
that's it. He's
But
just
then-
gonna like
then
yell
it
at the
didn't
camera.
happen.
But then he like loses.
He
You're like,
loses.
what the fuck was
I
the
mean,
point? of
I
this?
I had the same. I
Gran
had the
Metalik
same
is dope.
face that the Miz had. I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck?
Gran Metalik is dope. I'm hyped for that.
But where is this going? He's not gonna gain anything.
I don't
That's
know.
why I'm super weirded out. Like, okay, like, are you gonna give like Gran Metalik a slight push? That'd be kind of cool.
No, Gran Metalik needs to win the Money in the Bank and then beat Drew at Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
Like,
That's probably the
Lucha House
most
Party
ridiculous
is
thing I've ever
super
said.
freaking weird, man.
Yeah.
To me, like okay, I know they're trying to do the lucha thing, and like, what's his name? El Dorado.
Lince Dorado.
Lince,
Dorado?
the
Like,
golden
What's with his like big
lion
sideburn
thing.
stuff?
Yeah,
Like,
he's a lion.
Can Metalik speak English?
I don't think he can well.
Okay.
He's super. He's like Penta. It's
man.
super Mexican.
Right.
I was like, is he like Andrade level?
I don't think
Because
he's even there.
he has like a pretty thick accent.
I think he's worse.
Oh fuck.
Damn.
I don't know if they've ever had an interview
He's the
with.
real Mexican.
Yeah, I
of
don't
the
think they've
group.
had one with Gran Metalik.
God damn it.
Because like Lince Dorado does all the talking because he can speak English.
So after Gran Metalik wins, we go backstage again to Elias.
This time we know who knocked on the door.
AJ, because he's
AJ
mad.
and Omos. You gotta make sure Omos is there.
Well, no, like AJ comes in and then like, oh, Riker's gonna come beat up AJ,
Yeah.
and then like almost like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, well, I got the bigger, scarier bodyguard. Fuck off.
Well, but Riker is racist, and
So he extra hates almost.
yeah, I mean,
God, it's so horrible.
it is. I still don't know why Riker's there, but whatever. But yeah, it's the same thing. AJ's mad.
Yeah,
For reasons.
His joke was like, "Oh, you're not Johnny Cash, you're Johnny Trash."
Oh!
Like, do they give these scripts to Vince, and he actually like genuinely laughs at these stupid
He
things?
probably does. knowing his appreciation of lowbrow,
Fucking falling off his chair like that
Yeah.
stupid meme that he has. Like,
his appreciation of lowbrow comedy is well known.
oh my god!
I mean, he thinks it's funny when people pee their pants. Because that has happened
that
multiple
happened
times
with,
in wrestling.
What's that dude? Drake Maverick. There
It happened with Drake Maverick, and apparently Vince absolutely loved that. Because it's funny. Oh, man, peed his pants in front of the people. Ho, ho, ho.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
there's also that whole spot where Jeff originally came back.
Yeah.
And he had to do that drug test in the ring where like they put a little curtain
he
around him.
threw the pee
he
on the
peed in a jar
guy.
and he threw the piss in Sheamus' face.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's
wow.
hilarious.
Comedy.
Yep.
And that's just horrible too.
But you're like, oh, so you're telling me that Jeff really like took out his wiener and pissed. And like, if that was the color of his piss, he needs to drink more fucking
Right?
water, by
Yeah.
the way. That was yellow as fuck.
But yeah, we're
He's
going to get...
die.
This basically builds into later an AJ versus Elias match. For whatever reason.
Another weird match. Like,
Maybe they're starting a bunch of new feuds.
you really think they're going to have a feud with AJ and Elias?
Why not?
And then Gran Metalik and Miz?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Whew.
I just want Gran Metalik's old music back. I miss it so much. It's so good.
That's a new year. I guess they gotta start changing things up, right?
But we go next
It's gonna be
to
more cumbia. That's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna hate it.
no, we go to Dana Brooke with Mandy Rose versus Shayna. Oh no, sorry, Dana Brooke. Mandy's there versus Shayna Baszler, but Nia Jax isn't there.
Yeah,
which I thought was kind of weird, but whatever.
I'm not happy. Like keep Nia away from Baszler. I don't care about Nia anyway.
yeah. I thought like
later.
Well, when I heard her music come up, I was like, okay, it's gonna be Shayna and Nia, and I was actually glad that it was just Shayna.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
Ugh.
but I mean, I don't know if I wouldn't call this a squash match, but I feel bad for Dana Brooke sometimes because she's clearly capable. It's just for whatever reason she's never been given a chance to do anything.
Yeah, she kind of reminds me of what's her name, Natalia.
Yeah,
Or like, hey, they're really good wrestlers.
yeah.
But you're never going anywhere.
It's just weird.
Why?
It just doesn't make any sense. It's just kind of weird. I don't know.
But yeah, this was also kind of a little fun match. At least at the end where Baszler's just giving everyone a carrot food to collect for a minute.
She kills Dana Brooke, then she kills Mandy. She tries to break Mandy's arm again. It doesn't work. You know, it's just kind of the normal thing they've been doing where Shayna Baszler's hurting people, I guess.
Well, yeah, because Baszler's like a sweet-ass like monster that could take out two people at once.
I mean, yeah.
And that's kind of what I want. I'm like, okay, build this up and then have this version of Baszler like fight Asuka one-on-one and make that a story.
The thing is, though, you have to kind of rebuild Asuka.
Yeah,
Because right now Asuka's like ha funny sidekick foreigner. You would have to rebuild Asuka as serious threat Asuka, which is what she was before.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not. They're just gonna keep her as, hey, here's Ric Flair, here's Charlotte Flair,
Yeah,
and Asuka,
yeah, and friend.
Truly a shame.
Yeah, that was kind of it. I guess Shayna's still killing people.
Hooray!
After that,
when is she gonna like start biting necks and making?
No, I
people
was gonna say at least she's not biting people.
We get a
like I want the next time she does that like to be like anime style. So as soon as she bites it, like
No.
blood shoots up to the ceiling.
I still don't understand why they did that. It was so weird.
I don't know either.
It was weird.
Because that was under Paul Heyman's time, right?
Yeah, but I
So
think
it's like,
even
okay,
then,
well,
I don't
Paul
know.
had to throw that idea or somebody, and they're like, Paul had to approve, and then it got sent to Vince.
I guess I don't know. It's so weird. Yeah. After that, we get another Randy Orton, Fiend, Alexa Bliss video package promo thing, just kind of recapping everything that happened. And that essentially leads us into the Alexa's playground because the Fiend and Bray Wyatt are dead right now. And
Yeah,
they
So
don't.
you know how like they keep saying that like, oh well, like Bray's gonna come back and like he's gonna be like something you've never seen before.
Yeah.
You think Bray's gonna get fat? Like fatter?
I mean, like not
Like
buff
viscera
fat.
big?
He's not buff fat.
No, yeah, he just turns into fat.
I hope not.
That's the version of Bray
That
we
would
need.
that would absolutely kill his career.
Yeah,
Vince,
like 100%.
yeah.
Pretty bad.
But yeah, I mean, Alexa's there, with the swing and everything, being creepy as usual.
Oh yeah, this is also a thing where okay, you know how she says like, oh, he built this.
He built this for me.
Okay, cool. I can't wait to show him when he gets here. Bitch, she already fucking saw it.
No. It's one of them built it. Either Bray or Fiend built it, and
Yeah.
the other one hasn't seen it.
Which other one?
Whichever
They
one
both
didn't.
have seen
No,
it.
no, whichever one didn't build it.
Well, clearly she's mentioning that the Fiend built it, right?
So then Bray needs to
like,
see it.
I can't wait for him like to show him when he comes back.
Yeah, Bray
but
Wyatt.
he already saw it.
No, Bray Wyatt.
Oh my god.
Because Bray Wyatt didn't build it.
What?
yeah, because like she says like,
He
oh,
built this
I can't
for me.
wait. He built this whole playground thing for me.
Yeah, I remember.
And then
her
later
saying
on,
that.
she's swinging and she's
I can't
essentially
wait
saying
to
like,
show him.
Yeah, I can't wait to show it when he
It
comes
was
back.
weird,
Yeah,
but
okay,
it's
I
my.
didn't catch that.
like-
That is weird.
It's
yeah.
my explanation
built
of
it.
let's
Like-
say the Fiend built it, but then Bray Wyatt hasn't seen it yet, so she
Yeah.
wants to show Bray Wyatt.
Imagine like the Fiend with a saw, like,
Yeah,
building a fucking.
he
swing.
manifested it out of the ether.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
But she calls out Randy Orton. He doesn't show up. Calls him again. Doesn't show up.
Man.
And then apparently Randy Orton found the Firefly Funhouse.
What?
Yeah.
I don't understand that anymore. I thought that was like Bray being crazy and he can send people there. How can people find it so easily?
It's just in the back.
It's just it's a sight in the back, I guess.
And then Randy Orton kills all the puppets.
Oh, and we also like to clearly give a hint that it's gonna be Legends Week next week. Like Alexa gives that line like, "Oh, I wonder who's like the Fiend's hero. Maybe it's Hulk Hogan." Oh, guess who's showing up next week?
Hulk Hogan.
Hollywood Hogan. That's
No, it's not gonna be Hollywood.
God, I fucking wish.
We're gonna get Real American the song. He's
God
gonna be in the
damn
red and
it.
yellow. He's gonna have a red and yellow bandana and hey brother and do the thing to no crowd but gonna pipe in crowd music, crowd noises. I did like that. I think Randy threw the buzzard at Abby.
Yeah.
And like killed the shit out of her. That was
he
really
like
good.
kicked the shit out of like Husband's pig.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, Randy's a little mad here. Calm down, guy.
And then
well, when he kicked the pig, he's like, "Oh, you need to watch your weight there."
Yeah.
Some stupid thing like that.
but Alexa Bliss gets so mad that she challenges Randy Orton to a match.
Oh my god!
What?
I was really hoping this was actually going to be a legit
Why
match. I'm like,
are you okay?
It's gonna
First of
happen.
all, Randy Orton is like 6'5",
Exactly.
250 plus pounds. Alexa Bliss is 5 foot nothing.
So
5'2", I
how hype would it have been to have Alexa win that fight?
That would have pissed me off. That's
so would you
so
have been more
dumb.
satisfied if just Randy crushes her?
Yes.
I would be too. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I mean,
one
we
of the
get
few times
we
I'm cheering
get
for Randy.
We get what we get later, and we'll talk about that later. But even still, it just was weird. Like she's mad, she challenges him, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's gonna be we were gonna have Randy versus Alexa Bliss. Weird,
Apparently.
but yeah.
Match
After
of
that,
the year right there if it would have happened.
I did write this
No.
that we have an interview with the tag team champions. I mean, Charlotte Flair and
Oh yeah,
and Asuka's there too.
yeah. Like Asuka just like pops in on the side,
Yeah.
and then like the camera almost like pans away from her for
Yeah.
a second. I'm like, what the fuck?
That was Vince like moving the camera away from Asuka onto his star child.
Oh god, it makes me so sad seeing. I'm like, she has 2 belts. Two, and the main like women's like Raw champion. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Why don't they care about that?
because Charlotte's back. Because Asuka's holding the belt for somebody else.
But then it makes me curious. Okay, so who's gonna take the belt off of Charlotte for the tag team so she can go after the regular belt?
No one.
Because she's gonna get both of them eventually.
She'll just get the women's champion as well,
Oh,
and then
God
she's
damn
gonna
it.
be a tag team champion with.
So she's
Asuka
gonna be
stuff.
like the Raw Women's Tag World Champion.
yeah.
Oh god damn it! They're
She's
gonna
gonna-
fuse
she's
all
gonna
3 belts
beat-
into one.
She's gonna challenge Asuka to a match and beat her, and then become tag champs with herself and women's Raw champ.
Oh my god!
Wait a sec.
And then she's just gonna beat every other tag team 2-on-1 forever until
Okay,
she dies.
I can see that.
Until she dies.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
until
possible.
she gets injured and has to leave for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna take it off of her.
Yeah.
What? No, she'll just take the belts with her.
There you go. The belts are being retired. We just don't have a tag team belt and a Raw belt for the women's.
Well, I was gonna say, do you think like when Becky Lynch comes back, she could take the belt off of her, or they're gonna send her to SmackDown?
When do you think Becky Lynch is gonna come back?
I actually don't know.
Like, I mean, what, they just had their kid
Yeah,
pretty
right.
recently.
A month ago.
We're getting Rollins apparently back on next Monday
Yeah,
on the Legends Night, which whatever. But like, I'm pretty sure we probably won't see Becky till maybe WrestleMania. Maybe
Oh, no way.
as like a
I'd say little
surprise thing.
more.
you
well,
wouldn't
Maybe
think
as,
that like.
maybe as an appearance, maybe.
Some
but
dude,
not as a wrestler.
some wrestlers, this is their life more than anything.
Would you be surprised if she was number 30 in the women's?
I
Royal
would
Rumble?
actually. I would be very surprised about that. I am not expecting her at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, neither am I.
I mean, I still don't think they're gonna have a crowd because we're what 4 weeks away from the Royal Rumble at this point. I really doubt we're gonna have a crowd, no matter how much Vince wants a crowd. Which means it's gonna suck. It's gonna be a really bad Royal Rumble, which sucks because they're like they're
whatever.
usually the one of the better pay per views of the year.
Yeah, that's true. It's like their big 4 of the year.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure, like with how recently she had the kid. Like,
yeah.
I don't think she like. I don't think a doctor would clear her. To
It-
actually
that's what I'm
wrestle
saying. That's what I'm
this,
saying. Like
this soon, yeah.
I'm saying maybe Royal Rumble because that's usually April and that's still several months away.
Wait,
Well,
what?
Brian, if she goes to
Or
Dr.
sorry,
Nick,
WrestleMania.
Wait, so because you said Rumble.
Yeah, I meant to say WrestleMania. I think that's why I think maybe WrestleMania because that's several months away from.
Yeah.
well, what if she goes to like a kook of a doctor that like gives her the
Yeah,
okay
Scott
to-
She
Steiner's
goes to Dr. Nick.
Scott, Scott Steiner's doctor.
Oh man.
That guy will clear you for anything.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
the best.
Well, I don't even know. I wasn't paying attention to what Charlotte was saying.
What for her like backstage
Yeah.
thing?
Me neither, actually. Now that I think about it,
Because I don't
Oh,
care.
I only wrote down one thing where she says Charlotte's resolution is to climb to the top and stay there, and that's all I like wrote
Cool.
because I also wasn't paying attention.
That'll
to
probably
this.
happen. Whatever. Next. Next.
Moving on.
This is where we have the AJ versus Elias, and their friends are there, almost
I
in Riker.
hate Elias's new entrance because it's like his dumb Amen song.
Yeah, I
I'm
like his
come,
old one.
come down here with your own guitar and talk shit to the
Yeah,
crowd.
well, see,
Like,
I guess
talk
they're
shit to
not.
people,
They're
or-
not doing it because there's no live crowd, and
But he
it
could like
definitely
come down and talk shit to AJ.
Sure. he
Like,
could even still talk shit to the Thunderdome.
Yeah.
because there's still people, quote unquote.
Yes, they're not gifts on the screen. We
Yeah.
promise.
Yeah. Man, that guy's been eating that bag of chips for a long time. But I mean,
That
this
guy's
was
never blinked this entire time.
this was just kind of standard, wrestling. Like,
Actually, I keep getting surprised by Elias. Like,
Elias is a great performer.
Well, as a character, kind of like whatever. But
Yeah.
as a wrestler, he's a good wrestler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is an all around great performer in everything he does. I feel.
Yeah.
Like I like his character because of how much of an asshole he is.
Mm.
And it was definitely better with a live audience because he could make fun of wherever he was and get a big reaction out of the crowd and like kind of improv there, and it was great.
Oh yeah.
And that's definitely obviously not the case right now.
I'm not too fond of like where it seems that they're going with the character either.
Yeah.
Like the whole like weird cult religious kind of tones.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they're doing that to have something like that because Rollins is gone.
But why?
Because they wanted.
That's not a niche you need to fill though.
Apparently it is.
No.
Apparently it is.
Come on, Brian. Everyone needs a crazy cult, man.
Isn't Retribution a cult?
No.
But they're the cult for like SmackDown.
No, they're not a cult.
No,
Wait, what?
They're a team. They're a partnership.
So was like Jonestown not a cult then?
No, that was definitely a cult.
What's the difference?
There's a difference.
They didn't wear masks.
Oh, they don't wear masks.
Jonestown didn't wear
okay.
masks.
Okay, cool.
And also, Retribution doesn't like Kool-Aid. Although it wasn't Kool-Aid at Jonestown, whatever. Either way.
Semantics.
Yeah.
Again.
But
no,
yeah,
they like Kool-Aid, just not the poison
AJ
kind.
AJ wins.
Yeah.
Like I was surprised that
really.
like a good portion of this match, Elias was mostly dominant for
Yeah.
it, which was super weird. I'm like, wait, why is Elias
think
taking
it's-
most of this match? Like,
I
wouldn't it
think
be like a
maybe-
50-50 kind of thing?
And that's the thing is, these guys are both heels, right?
Yes.
Because
They are?
Elias is definitely not a face.
Yeah.
I don't think he's
AJ
ever
was
been a
like the
face.
heel. Remember, he attacked Drew and stuff. So
Yeah,
he's
AJ's
the
definitely
heel.
Oh, okay.
definitely a bad guy.
Yeah.
Maybe they're going for an AJ face turn,
If they
and
do it,
then-
that's such
and then
a
you
weird
get-
way to do it.
and you get kind of the heel heat with Elias dominating the match. Because that's definitely a thing.
I don't know. It feels like this night was just like, hey, throw whatever together just to get it out there.
I guess.
And they put most of their effort, though they tried to on SmackDown for
yeah,
like
that's
last
what.
week.
Yeah, I think so.
So this is definitely kind of like, fucking throw a dart on the board. Fucking AJ and shit Elias. Mega
Yeah.
story, go for it. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, okay, I guess. Oh, I did like in this match where like at one point they turned the camera to like almost who's standing on the outside and he's kind of smiling for a little bit, and then when the camera's on him, like, oh shit, I gotta look menacing. So he kind of tilts his head back to kind of look at the ring, like looking down at it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, god damn it.
Freaking dope.
Fucking Vince probably yelled at him.
It
Hey,
looked really weird.
more
like-
menacing.
Yeah.
Corpsing it up.
He was like staring up.
Yeah,
man,
exactly,
like-
because he has to like look down at the ring.
yeah.
What's scarier than like a dude looking down at you, Brian?
I don't know, a spider.
Him being there? I don't know.
A spider?
I don't know.
A cockroach that actually flies? Fuck those things.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I'm out of the room.
But
dog.
after that, we go to everyone's favorite weekly nonsense, Retribution,
yeah.
and we finally get Ricochet versus Mustafa Ali after several weeks of not having this, and everyone's excited, and it's the best thing ever. Oh my god, I hated this.
Wait, what?
Exactly, right?
Wait a sec.
And this was
So I'm getting bored of Ali's fucking
Yes.
promos, even though he does a really good job delivering them.
Yes.
And like, okay, if you actually had a good story, you would be able to play it off very well. But they're giving you the same thing over and over, where you're just telling Ricochet, nah, dog, you belong over here, and we're gonna beat you until you realize that.
then
Like
these
weeks?
last, this is the fourth match or whatever, however many matches they've had,
Well, they've had Ricochet go up against
all of them,
basically.
and so this is
And
match
lose
4.
Yeah. And they even like paired him up with Dana Brooke for that like
That one weird,
Oh, yeah, that's
one
right.
weird little
So I guess
thing.
5
God, I
matches
forgot
now.
about that
He's
garbage.
fought all of Retribution, and he's lost every time,
Yeah.
and it's stupid. And they've done the same exact thing every match, where ref gets distracted because of Ali or whatever, and then everyone whoops Ricochet's ass, and then they beat him and they kill him, and that's it. And that's basically what happened here. Was there was more shenanigans and even more shenanigans, and all this stupid shit happened, and getting distracted and
I
whatever.
will say that this match was probably the best out of the 4, considering how
Yes.
good like Ali and
Considering
Ricochet
the
are. I'm
two
like,
people-
like at the beginning of this, like Ricochet's doing like his flipping nonsense. I'm like, God, he's so good.
Yeah.
Just let him be in a decent story, like with another like middle to smaller guy.
yeah.
Awesome. Oh, and I will say that Ricochet did do a small tribute to Brody Lee for this one. He did like a small discus lariat, and I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
think it was, but then like he kind of mentioned it a little bit on his own Twitter. I'm like,
Okay, yeah.
okay, so he did do it.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Ali wins. Ricochet's dead. He asks him again, and it seems like Ricochet's going to join Retribution, but then he doesn't. Oh, then they kill him again and whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe the story's over. Maybe Ali next week is going to be like, you know what? Ricochet is not worth our time. We're going to do something else.
So
Well, hopefully next week he's like, you know what? Retribution's not worth our time. We're gonna do something else. Put the masks down.
Fucking, and you know what? Like, every one of these wrestlers is really good in their own right.
right?
I just think it just sucks that they're in this situation.
I did like how even like the commentators clearly didn't give a shit about this match because they just kept mentioning how Orton got challenged by Alexa Bliss, and they did it like 4 to 5 times this match.
It's important.
I'm like, wow, you guys, fuck this match. Get it out of here. I need something else, like, to fill up this time. Like, oh, even after the match, after, what is it, Ricochet loses, he goes up to the ramp and he goes, oh, he does that whole thing of like, oh, I will not join you. Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it, dude. Like,
Yeah, it's really dumb. It's really dumb. I hate it.
stop.
Next.
Press the button. Next.
Yeah. After this, we get Shayna Baszler and Shayna Blazer, as Charlotte said last
what you
week.
said?
Shayna Blazer.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, last week when she was introduced, like, oh, it's Nia Jackson, Shayna Blazer.
Was that a botch or was
It was
she
a
being
botch.
an idiot?
It was
Oh,
a
okay.
botch.
I thought like that was like a legit
No.
name. I'm like, what the fuck kind
It
of
was-
stupid
it was
ass
a
name
botch.
is that?
But they're backstage talking about whatever, and then Nia reveals that she's gonna put herself in the Royal Rumble, Women's Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
which is still weird that they like. I'm gonna officially announce myself for
I
the
think
Royal
Austin
Rumble.
actually said it like, yep, we're going to hear that this week too. I'm like,
Yeah, we're gonna hear it forever until probably the week before Royal Rumble when we get the numbers or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So who do you think's going to do it next week?
Okay, who do we have so far? Do we know?
For men and women?
Yeah, sure. I know Daniel Bryan, right?
Daniel Bryan, Nia.
Nia. Did Shayna Baszler do it or not yet?
No,
No.
because like as soon as she walked away, like she went back and she's like,
Did
oh, that sounds like a good idea.
Did Charlotte do it?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I think that's the only 2 officially that have announced, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna get people talking about it.
So I'm trying to think who's like a good
They're
one.
probably gonna do a dumb segment with Billie Kay where she tries to enter the Royal Rumble and then dumb shit happens and like she doesn't get to.
Do you think at the Royal Rumble, like her and Peyton are going to be in the ring and they don't want to
Absolutely.
fight each other?
Absolutely, they're gonna do that.
Oh, please.
They will
Or they
absolutely do
reunite at the Rumble.
See, they might do that at first, and then they're gonna be alone together, and then they have to fight.
Imagine if one of them 2 won the Rumble.
That'd be fucking awesome.
That's not gonna happen. Shut up.
That would be fantastic.
Don't give us hope.
Hey, I'm not. It's a possibility, Brian.
It is not. Get
Like,
out of here.
Hey, man, Vince won the Rumble by accident.
That's different.
Something stupid like that might
No
happen.
way.
Like, imagine if like someone butters up all the ropes and like, oh,
Everyone falls
over.
out immediately,
Yeah,
and
but
then they're
oh,
like 29 and 30.
yeah.
No.
Man, I want Charlotte to fall out immediately.
What is Michael Nakazawa there greasing up all the ropes?
Baby oiling up all the turnbuckles.
Yeah. But yeah, so we got that. Nia's in the Royal Rumble now. We go to the Charlotte versus Nia Jax match for reasons.
I don't know what the hell the point of this was.
I think just to have a match, again, a weird match that we needed.
Well, it
because-
was this match in particular. Charlotte, who I don't care about,
Yeah.
and Nia, who I equally don't care about.
Yeah.
So I kind of like.
I wrote that only like,
I was like, hey,
one
cool.
thing for
look,
this match.
Look at
Some-
that match.
something
I'm not
else.
going to look at that match anymore. I'm going to go do something else for a bit.
I mean, the only thing I really cared about, I guess, was that Shayna Baszler showed up and like, intervened. That happened.
She did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why like yeah, nothing happened. But
Yeah,
oh yeah, there was the Drew thing before that, but like, who cares?
There was
Yeah.
a Drew thing or whatever.
Yeah, it was Charlie with Drew.
Oh, okay.
Still more interesting.
Yeah,
than
because
this
remember,
match.
like Flair went down to the ring, and then like the music's still playing,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then they have this
that
weird habit
stupid-
where they immediately
yeah.
go to a backstage segment instead of going to the match. But yeah, like all it was is like, hey, Drew's excited for Legends Night, and Drew is happy for Keith.
I guarantee. Do we know what the ratings were for this Raw?
No, I actually did not.
I guarantee.
Oh no, I do. It was 1.7, so it went up by what, like 1,000?
0.4? Or was it
Because
1.6?
like last week was 1.6. It was
Okay.
1.7.
Went up by however many. But I guarantee they're doing Legends Night to get a temporary bump in the ratings.
Well, that's what they always do.
Yes.
Because what was the last time they had like something like this? Like they brought out like Stone Cold,
Yeah.
and he told the story of like doing something illegal, and then they had a beer, and then Stone Cold did Stone Cold stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's when he kicked Adam Pearce in the dick when he was trying to do the stunner.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
Like, so you know how like he usually kicks you in the gut?
Yeah.
So he missed, and he straight
missed,
up kicked him in the dick.
Oh,
Yeah.
ow.
So you're like,
But yeah,
that's fine.
I didn't even
Shayna-
know Adam Pearce had been around for that long.
no, this was like recently.
Is it?
Yeah.
The hell?
But it wasn't last year. Well, no, it was the beginning of last year. Sometime
Yeah.
I want to say.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Shayna intervenes and the match is over and it's ruined and then that's it. Whatever.
Exactly.
Next. It's just there's so much stuff this week that was stupid and didn't need to be there, and they could have had other storyline stuff.
Yeah, that's why like I'm surprised how well they saw that SmackDown did last week, and they're like, okay, cool. Well, clearly people want to see something like that for the holidays. Let's just recreate that for this upcoming week, and they didn't do it with both of them.
Yeah.
They could easily just had, hey, just do like 5 to 6 matches this one. Like, who cares about stories? Keep those at a minimum. Just throw matches out there. It'll be fun and exciting.
Yeah,
No, we
I
can't have that.
guess. I don't know. But we get Angel Garza.
No, it's the Hurt Business right before it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that dude texting, and he doesn't get out of the way, and then he gets scared by like the group of black guys that come up to him because he's also a white guy.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of noticing this pattern.
They're only beating up white guys.
See, I noticed the pattern the second time they did it. Because the first time they did it, well, whatever. The second time they did it, I was like, okay, I'm on.
They're beating up like bearded like millennial white guys.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That look weak. What the hell?
where's like the fucking beatnik dude who's like has an acoustic guitar and a beanie and like a coffee, and they whoop his ass.
What did I say like 2 weeks ago? I was like, if it was like a Mexican guy, I wouldn't be complaining at all. But like, it's all just white guys. So.
But yeah, I mean, they do that and they're bad guys. Whatever.
Yeah, he got scared of the 4 black men, so he had to run away. Yeah,
Well, no, he laid down on the floor. and
Oh,
they
yeah,
just
that's
kinda walked
right.
Over him, so.
So I have been noticing this pattern, and it happened on this week on SmackDown. Clearly, Vince is going for this. We got to put all the blacks together.
Yeah.
It's super fucking weird. I'm like, all right, Vince, you kind of need to stop it right now. Back up
Wait,
a little bit.
how? What do you mean?
So who was the tag teams that? Well, we'll get to SmackDown. I'll bring it up again.
Okay.
You'll see what I mean, because I did write it in my SmackDown. I'm like, oh, I'm noticing that weird pattern.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing. But so Angel Garza is there being sexy Mexican.
Who is that?
Who?
Angel Garza. I've never seen him.
He was with Andrade.
Yeah, I've never seen him. I don't
Oh,
know
okay.
who that is.
They were
Are they
literally
like a tag team or something?
They were a tag team with Zelina Vega before she got fired or whatever.
Okay.
And their whole thing was they were sexy Mexicans,
That's it.
and they were feuding with Ray and what's his name?
It wasn't Dominic.
No, this was before Dominic. Humberto Carrillo.
Yeah, there we go.
They were basically having a Mexican feud.
Isn't that guy like got fired or something?
No,
Oh, he's there. He's just
okay.
never
He's just not
around
on
or on
TV
main
right
event.
now.
I think I don't know.
this was earlier in the year when they just had a feud with all the Mexicans together, and we were joking about that, of course, because we're idiots, and of course
Yeah.
we did. But yeah, I mean, it's Angel Garza trying to be sexy, and then R-Truth shows up and ruins everything.
Yeah.
As
they,
usual.
they messed up his plastic flower.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand. So it's a plastic flower, but then when they showed it on the ground, like
was
all
a
the
real
petals came
flower?
out of it. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like,
It was a time-release plastic flower explosive.
No.
Yes,
No.
yes. Too bad, yes.
hopefully
But,
the stem has the stupid blades from like Blade's dumb sword, so we pick it up.
Oh man, it like blows his hand up.
With the thorns or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so only Garza can give the special rose without like getting hurt.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But yeah, I don't know what they're building with Angel Garza again.
Well, clearly they have to rebuild him up again
I
because
guess.
he's gone for a little while, and like no one knows who he really is other than like, hey, is that like Mexican dude with like Selena Vega's
That
group?
like that
So,
tears his pants off.
yeah, so I think they're trying to like break him away from that. A
I
little bit.
guess. I guess.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Sure. After that, we
That
get.
or is going to be like a whole storyline where he seduces Charlie
Sure.
and she gets pregnant.
What the fuck?
Calling it now.
Hey man, more adult-oriented content.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So okay, you bring that up.
Yes.
When I was watching this, I noticed a number of children in the Thunderdome audience.
Fuck them kids.
What are they gonna do? Like, it's just so weird. Like, you have a lot of kids that watch this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but
Hey, to
the
be fair-
majority of the audience is 18 to 35.
No, aren't they older?
Even older, probably. Yeah.
I think they're in the older bracket.
I saw a lot of kids in that Thunderdome.
Sure. Yeah. Because hey, you got you a early Christmas present. Go to Thunderdome. Yay, John Cena. Do.
He's not there.
Doesn't matter.
No.
They like John Cena. But yeah, after the R-Truth Angel Garza thing, we get a big E, large E,
Humongous E.
humongous E recap.
Yeah.
Just talking about how he ruined Sami Zayn's day.
What was
And-
this year?
To remind everyone that he's now the Intercontinental Champion.
I mean, I'm happy that he is, but
Yeah.
like,
because maybe you weren't watching last week
I guess they're
And-
gonna remind you on Friday when you watch it anyways.
and you were at home.
What if you only watch Raw, though? Like,
Oh, man.
exclusively
then
Raw.
you don't care
God,
about
that's
that.
so weird. Could you
Like,
imagine?
you just don't watch SmackDown at all, but you're super into Raw.
Could you imagine if that bugs me? Don't do that.
Well, what? Yeah, I guess.
Or you only I would say or you only watch the pay-per-views, but
no,
there was a time when I wasn't keeping up with weekly wrestling from like 06 to probably 2012 where I would only watch WrestleMania because it's WrestleMania and like you kind of had to.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that was the only thing I would really watch at the time because I just wasn't watching WWE at the time. I was doing, a little bit of Ring of Honor, a little bit of TNA, but I just wasn't super into wrestling at that point, like those 6 years. But yeah. And so I guess that makes sense, but if you only watch Raw, what the hell is that? It's weird. Don't do that.
Skips the pay-per-views just to watch Raw only.
No, that's even worse. That's even worse.
What if it's just like those people that just like catch it on TV?
Yes.
And like they're not watching TV on Fridays like they're doing on Mondays.
Yeah, but you wouldn't stop and watch wrestling
Aren't they
every Monday.
Aren't they technically still like separate storylines and stuff?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like Raw and
Well, yeah,
SmackDown,
they have
they're not
entirely
they're technically not like connected.
other than the occasional, women's tag team and weird stuff where like Drew shows up to one and Roman blah blah blah.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily connect them. They don't have overarching storylines like
Those
they
are like
used to.
special features though. Like
Yes.
like they're like
Yeah.
it's a special thing that happens.
They definitely don't have it where the story from Raw would go into SmackDown and then go back into Raw. And then back and
It's not.
forth.
It doesn't go back and forth.
The only
So,
thing
like,
is like if there's like a women's tag thing, maybe,
so
because
it's
that's the only one.
It's plausible for a person to
It is.
to like
Wait,
watch
no, it's
Raw.
not. Don't give them credence. No, it's not, Brian. Stop lying.
But it's a
No-
thing.
no
It
one's
could
that-
be a thing.
no one's that
for someone
crazy.
to watch Raw and not care about SmackDown at all.
God damn
I
it.
guess that just seems weird to me.
What
But
if you
yeah.
don't care about any of the characters on SmackDown and you just care about some people?
But
on Raw?
Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, now we're getting into inconceivable territory.
Yeah. But yeah. Whatever. We get the recap. We go into the New Day with the Hardy Bros versus the Hurt Business.
Yeah.
4-on-4.
Well, what the hell did he say? Oh, they could be like the little bronies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get it? Because the New Day had pony stuff on their
Oh.
costumes at one point. And,
Did
yeah.
they actually?
Sort of.
Yep.
Weird.
Rainbows and stuff, just for fun. I don't know. They
Yeah,
had,
the,
they
like,
had unicorns unicorn horns that they wore.
I
as,
think
like,
I
a
remember
headband.
that
Yeah.
at least. Yeah.
he also said
okay.
he wanted to like bake pancakes for them, but like New Day's like, nah, we're
We've
good.
done that.
We're
yeah.
We,
What about,
we kind of know what kind of pancakes you would do. We're good.
Yeah.
What about Bootios?
Oh man.
Now with some sweet bro I added on to
Yeah.
FBO.
But yeah, I mean this was
No.
this was a pretty entertaining match. A lot of action stuff
Gets you
going
sugar
on.
high and high.
Yeah.
The
Triple combo.
we end up getting Jeff Hardy tapping to the Hurt Lock.
We do.
Again.
I will say that like Lashley came out of this match looking fantastic.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I did like the spot right before they went to the commercial break where like he's the only one in the ring and all four of the good guys have to like beat him up a little bit just
Yeah,
to throw him
yeah.
out. So it makes me wonder, okay, well, if they're booking him this strong for this, I wonder how good they're going to book him when the Rumble time comes, because I'm pretty sure he's not winning. But I want to see like what they're going to do to try to get him out, because like Lashley is a big scary man.
Yeah, I mean I think that's one thing that WWE does well is making when they want to, when they do it well, they do it well. Making the big strong guys look big strong guys.
Yeah.
That's a fun thing is they always do. They would do stuff with Big Show and they would do stuff with Mark Henry and have them
man.
kill like 5 or 6 guys.
Yeah.
Kane's
more recently, Strowman.
Strowman. Yeah,
Yeah,
Strowman
that's
has the most eliminations in a single run, like 14 or whatever the fuck it
Because the
is.
previous one was Kane, right?
Previous one was Roman Reigns with 12. Then before that was Kane with 11.
Gross.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Bring back Kane just to win his record and then leave.
It's okay. Are you gonna have Kane, old man ass Kane,
Yes.
eliminate 15 dudes from a 30-man Rumble?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. Absolutely. I wish. That would be great. There's absolutely no way that'll happen. Ever.
Be fucking fantastic.
He does still have the most total eliminations of anyone.
At least he's still in a category.
Because
I'll
he
give him
wrestled for 15 years and was in basically every Royal Rumble.
Austin, you need to stop living grounded in reality and start dreaming.
No, I can't. I'm too jaded. I like hate watch Raw and SmackDown every week.
I hate this so much.
Yeah, you know, again, Jeff Hardy loses. Probably the only person that realistically could have lost or could have tapped, because like, who cares? It's Jeff Hardy. You don't want Matt Riddle to look weak. You don't want the New Day to look weak. Whatever.
That's true. Oh, and there was also another Brody Lee like tribute from Xavier Woods in this match where he did that thing where like he kind of like blows into his arms and he blows out to the crowd or whatever.
See, that's
and
the
then
thing
he
is,
does the discus lariat.
Woods definitely
and he also
had
has the armband too.
Woods had a video where he was talking about it, and he had on his up down down thing where he had basically a recap of all the kind of the fun moments with Luke Harper, and that was pretty cool. I recommend watching that on YouTube. That was really good.
I still don't like the tap out like ending though.
Yeah,
especially from like Jeff Hardy. Like I guess
it's again
I think it's a little bit more convincing, at least coming from Lashley putting that one. Because like if it's someone like Asuka or we'll say like Sasha or something like that, like okay, well the other ones could clearly overpower that, but like if you see Lashley put someone in a hurt lock, I'm like, okay, I could legitimately see myself tapping out because that looked like it would hurt.
Yeah,
I just think
to me it's not a matter of like, okay, it looks convincing. It's a matter of like, I personally, I don't really like the tap out ending.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, when they have to do it at the right time and do it well, but otherwise, it's not as exciting.
Maybe it's just that I don't like it as an
ending
finisher.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, so
I understand that.
I did like after New Day come to the entrance and to the ring there, and you know how like you were saying that like like they always like dance to the other people coming out.
Yeah.
Like I really wanted when Riddle was coming out with his music to turn to the camera like in the ring and you see Xavier Woods like crip walking.
Oh man.
I'm like, oh shit. And he's doing the hand signs on top of it, like really fancy it up.
Get out of here.
You wouldn't be impressed, Brian. Come on.
Yeah,
that's pretty hard to do. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even do all the hand signs, and I'm from that side of the country, but I'm not that color, so I can't.
Remind me to talk about Kevin Owens when we do SmackDown, his injury.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wait, he actually got legit injured?
Yes.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Apparently he did. Oh,
Thanks,
yeah, we'll talk about
Roman.
that. We'll talk about that after. So after that, we go, Miz and Morrison are backstage again on the steps, being upset.
Oh, my God, I hated
Adam
this.
Pearce shows up with the Money in the Bank briefcase,
Yeah.
and he gives it to Miz. Miz was right. He didn't cash it in. That's not how this works.
But it clearly is.
No.
Oh, my fucking
Miz
God.
never lost. He couldn't have lose.
But whatever.
He couldn't have lost.
Whatever.
That's not how this works.
So dumb.
Nope, rules are rules.
And then, of course, like, Miz and Morrison start, like, going up the steps and then dancing their way down.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Like, they're doing, like, that weird Joker thing. I think that's where they're trying
Maybe.
to copy, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
But
That's the only thing that came
now
to
that I
mind.
noticed, now that I remember, yeah, maybe.
That brings us to the final thing that happens in this Raw, which is probably one of the most ridiculous things they've done in a long time.
So I was already upset when, like, Alexa Bliss was coming down and she wasn't in ring gear. I'm like, fuck! This isn't going to be a match.
Yeah.
I don't know how you even had a glimmer of hope that was
Because
gonna
I
happen.
really wanted it to happen more than anything.
So it's Alexa Bliss in her
Damn it.
Firefly Funhouse like dress combo thing, and then she's there, calls out Randy Orton. He comes out in his like sort of street fight gear.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what he had last time, even
Yeah.
when he was fighting random. But yeah, he had that
Yeah.
earlier on, kind of. But
But,
yeah, he comes down, being
And
boring.
Alexa wants Randy to kill
Well, yeah,
her
because she gives him a present. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, not a present for you. It's a present for, like, whatever. She opens up, and it's a gas can.
it's a gas can.
And matches.
and she wants Randy to light her on fire to do to me what you did to him.
Immolation.
Yes.
Fucking White Knight Randy Orton didn't light her on fire.
White Knight?
Hey, he did it to Bray, no problem.
Oh my god.
He's one of those weirdos that, like, nah, I can't do that to ladies. Like,
Yeah, apparently.
thanks, Orton. The one time you like had a chance to be cool about it, you could have just immediately, you want to be lit on fire?
We don't know that he didn't.
That's
What?
true. We
don't
don't
know.
Oh my god! Like, but I did like how when Alexa pours all the gas on her and she's yelling at Randy to like light her up, essentially.
Yeah.
Like The announcer's like, "Oh man, we gotta stop this,"
and then they do nothing.
anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alexa Bliss douses herself in gasoline, pours a trail of it to Randy Orton, pours a bunch of it on the floor and everything in the ring, and then gives him a matchbook and do it. And then, yeah, the announcers, put a stop to this.
But like they weren't going crazy. They just said it like a couple of times and then let them talk. And then like,
still,
oh man, we got to stop them.
Yeah, well, why didn't security...
The Fiend was back there in the dark holding him down.
Corey Graves, come help. Michael Cole, grab Alexa Bliss, stop
Samoa
this.
and Joseph, get in there.
Samoa Joe, come help. Someone, referees, security, Adam Pearce. My God. You're going to let a woman get lit on fire?
Oh,
What's Alexa Bliss's former teammate?
Nikki Cross.
Come out, help.
Yeah.
no, remember she said she's already done with her. She's too far gone. Like, I can't help her anymore.
But yeah, so
she has no friends.
basically the show ends with Randy Orton with a lit match, and he's walking up to her, and then fade to black.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So pissed.
I wish watching more.
That's when we need that goddamn it clip for this. This is stupid.
Like, I honestly would have been at least a little happy if instead of going to black, they would have just had the same camera shot where it's Randy's face and he has a match and he drops it and all you just see is like the lights come up.
Yes,
like
that would have been
fantastic.
fantastic.
Like, oh shit, he did
That
it.
would have been
Yes.
great because what's going to happen next week on Raw, I think, is they're going to be
Burt Corpse comes down to the ring. That's what
show.
happens.
After the show, we're gonna find out that Randy Orton lit the match and then threw it and didn't do it, and then Alexa Bliss was mad, and that's it. Because there's no way they're gonna light a woman on fire.
Hey, they lit the Fiend on fire.
That's different.
Hey, but he's a monster. He's not a person.
I wish they would have done, as you said, Miguel, like the flames in Randy Orton's eyes and on his, like, that would have been
you just see the lights of the flames and you're like, oh, cool. So it actually happened.
And then that would have been a good transition into Fiend Alexa.
Yeah.
With a cool mask and a different costume. Come on, do it! Come on!
Well,
hey, Brian, you wanted Austin to dream, and he's dreaming,
Yes,
and you're
you
denying that dream.
So it's not gonna
No! Please.
No.
Come on.
Vince said no.
Oh.
Well, clearly Vince is behind this. He's letting them do what they want.
Well, we didn't get the actual flames.
Yeah. So we'll see. Like, if they show next week that, like, he did drop the match, and they do some kind of bullshit where, like, they kind of do what we say, but they just kind of play it for next week to get you, like, hooked, okay, fine.
I just want, like, Stoneface Alexa on fire. Like, not making any noise, just dying of being on fire.
You know it's gonna look like 10 times worse than the Fiend did.
Oh, absolutely.
So
And
it's
that already
gonna
looks...
be like an Alexa, like a straw doll with pigtails or whatever.
Yes.
It
Hey,
is.
man, you're going to go better than I was. I was going to say they're going to get that picture of that monk that lit himself on fire. They're just going to Photoshop Alexa Bliss's face.
Bliss's
on
on,
her,
like
even though it's in black and white, but, like, her face is there.
a cardboard standee of, like, regular Alexa Bliss in her ring gear on
Oh
fire.
my god.
But yeah, that was it for Raw. We had a really weird ending.
It was a really weird show.
It was a really weird Raw. I don't even want to give this a rating because I don't know what to give it. It was so weird.
I'm gonna give it a rating.
What?
3.5.
3.5. Okay, Brian. I do not give it a rating.
I'll go, like, a little, like, 5.5.
Okay.
I'll say they're, like, the New Day and Hardy Bros and against Hurt Business was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like the intervention with, like, Almost and Riker almost fighting. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I want to. It's finally. It's getting to that day.
Almost fighting or almost fighting?
Like, it's getting there. It's getting there. But, like, that's the kind of thing. And then, like, with the ending, at least, you're like, okay, I kind of want to see what they do next week.
It's just so weird. There's like,
especially for next week when it's also Keith and Drew. So it's like, oh, Keith and Drew. And I want to see, like, if Alexa did die and turned into a believed beyond burnt recognition.
Gran Metalik and Miz. What was that?
I'm not praising that. That's gonna go in the trash.
Exactly. What was that? Man, it was weird.
Why was AJ like fucking Elias fight? No one knows. Vince knows.
Well, no, there was a reason.
What?
Because Elias was playing his stupid music too.
Oh man.
Oh, and AJ.
And I also gave it a lower score because I hated the whole how Miz got his Money in the Bank. I think that was stupid.
Oh.
Yeah, it was dumb.
Get him out of the main event picture. He's already had his chance. It was fine. Whatever. Just redeem yourself for next year for Money in the Bank. Not bullshit.
He needs to turn it in quick because the Money in the Bank's gonna happen soon, and then he's gonna lose
What
it.
is Money in the Bank?
I want to say it's in between Royal Rumble and I want to say it's the March show.
Shit. Okay. Cool.
That's when I think they do it because I want to say it's like Royal Rumble, not Elimination Chamber. That's usually after WrestleMania. It's like Royal Rumble, Extreme Rules, Money in the Bank, WrestleMania. That's what I think the order is.
All right. Well, I mean, if that's the case, fine. But like, I hate it. That's why it was like a 5.5.
All right.
But I do want to see like crispy Alexa Bliss walk
Oh
down
my
to the ring
god,
on
get
Monday.
out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it.
Held up by strings from the Raptors.
That was our review of Raw this week. It was a weird Raw.
I want to see the straw doll.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to the Off the Muda Scale Wrestling Podcast. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, any other place you find your podcasts.
You can also find us on YouTube now, so if you want to listen to us there, go ahead, you filthy animals.
We also have a Patreon, so if you would like to support us, we would deeply, deeply appreciate it.
Yes, please. Again, thank you for listening.